Hello my friends, Lisa Frideborg here. Today we're looking at how to do a Celtic Cross reading, and we're not going to be using a significator card. I think most people leave that out from this type of reading these days, but if you want to choose a significator, I recommend going by their zodiac sign, and I'll link to a list of corresponding cards for that in the info section below. So we're just going to look at the 10 card version here, and this is a very common spread. It's in most books I would say about the tarot, but it's nice to have it broken down in a tutorial video as well. Right, so we're just going to pick 10 cards. I like to fan my cards after I've shuffled and cut the deck, but you can also pick the cards from the top. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the first card, if you had a significator, that would go down first. The first card that goes on top of the significator is what covers you. And so here we have the Magician, and that signifies the situation at hand, what we're actually dealing with, or what the seeker is dealing with. Then we have this crosses you, and this is the challenge. Then we have that which crowns you, and this is what you're aware of. This is beneath you. This is a subconscious influence, or sometimes it's read as the distant past. I like to read it as the subconscious mind. Then we have the past, the recent past. So this is a passing influence. Then we have the near future. So this is incoming energy. And then we have the seeker's energy. Outside influences. Action advice. And outcome. So let me just say about outcome, I don't believe that we are fated for any particular outcome. I think that we are on a trajectory for an outcome because of things that have already been set in motion, and because of our subconscious mind and how it directs our actions. However, once we become aware, especially of the subconscious mind and its influence, we become free to change this course, change this trajectory. So this is a projected outcome and not set in stone. Right, so the first thing you want to do when you look at the Celtic Cross is you want to take a good look at the first two cards, because they really are the heart of the Celtic Cross. So the situation and the challenge. Here we have two major arcana cards, so I would say that this is a highly significant time in the seeker's life, and it's about manifesting, I would say, actually, with the Magician and strength as the challenge, because obviously the magician is able to manifest anything he has a desire for. Everything he needs is present. He's got all the tools on his altar. He's got all the books there too. I like this. This is the Lunar Soul Tarot, by the way, so let me show you a bit more of a close-up of the Magician there. So yeah, lovely. So the challenge with strength, I would see as confidence and courage is needed for the seeker to actually believe in their ability to manifest their current desire. They're aware of a deep emotional desire with the King of Cups. So this could relate to a relationship that they wish to manifest, for instance. In the subconscious mind, we have the Hierophant, and if this is with regards to relationship, then I think it's beliefs, religious beliefs, could play a major role in this seeker's quest for manifesting a love relationship. It could also be their views on marriage, or even a recent marriage that they've been in. So it depends a little bit on the circumstances as well, I would say. But in general, we can look at the Hierophant here in the relationship reading in the subconscious position as relating to beliefs about marriage and long-term commitment. In the recent past, we have the Four of Discs. So I read this card in the relationship themed reading as a tendency toward shutting oneself down, walls going up, and an inability to share and communicate from the heart. So that's passing, so that's good. And the Ten of Cups is pretty much the opposite. And here we have that sense in the Lunar Sol Tarot. You really see the sense of community here. So it's looking very positive for opening the heart and allowing new, not just one relationship, but many new relationships, friendships in, and perhaps starting a family. Since we've got the Ten of Cups and the Hierophant here, maybe that's what the seeker is looking to do. It's looking more and more like a love relationship reading here. We've got the Lovers signifying the seeker's energy. So again, that's a big clue that this is about a love relationship that they wish to manifest, and even more so with the Two of Cups as an outside influence. So we're getting a very clear indication of what this reading is about here. So the action advice with Judgment here, I would read that because this is fire, and this is the element of fire. I would read that very much with the challenge card, Strength, which is Leo energy, another fire energy card. So it's good to kind of cross-reference these cards. So you look at the passing energy and the incoming energy and get the contrast between those two, after you've obviously looked at the contrast between the first two cards, which are, you keep referring everything back to these first two cards because they are, as I said, the heart of this reading. You contrast the conscious and the subconscious, and I would contrast the challenge with the action advice. I would contrast outside influences and the energy of the seeker herself. And the outcome, I would definitely relate back to the first card as well. So and as well as what the seeker is conscious and aware of. But so here where we see fire, and there's a need for an awakening with regards to personal power, with the Magician and Strength being at the heart of this reading, and deciding to you know, just be really positive about manifesting the kind of love relationship where both parties have a really open heart and the communication flows from the heart. The King of Swords as the outcome, I would see as a little bit counter to the King of Cups here in what the seeker is conscious and aware of, and perhaps there's a temptation to be a little bit too much in the head. On the plus side, the King of Swords is a good communicator, but he can be a little bit emotionally aloof. This is also counter to the energy in the Ten of Cups. So I feel this energy is coming in because the seeker is doubting their ability to actually stay heart-centered. They've got this habit of shutting down in the past, and they're hoping to not repeat it. But if they overanalyze things, it might not be so good. I would pull a clarifier. Yeah, so here we have the Seven of Swords as a clarifier. So this is Moon in Aquarius. So this is the tendency that the seeker has to distance herself and become aloof, emotionally detached, Moon in Aquarius energy. So I would pull one final clarifier. And I would say this is the medicine here in the Nine of Discs, other than finding the confidence and courage to make this decision, is to really, on a practical level, with the Nine of Discs, to stay grounded and to find, this is Virgo energy, so find a daily routine which helps the seeker to stay grounded and content in their own being. It's a self-contained energy, this Virgo energy, and it relates obviously, as all nines do, to the Hermit. So it's looking really positive for manifesting new love in this reading. A little bit of a red flag of having to avoid to become emotionally distant if they want this level of intimacy to last, which does seem to be on the cards for them. So yeah, so that's me breaking down Celtic Cross. If you've got any questions, please don't hesitate to ask in the comments below. I hope you find this useful. If you do, please like, comment and share. I always love to hear from you. Sending you lots of love and many blessings, and I'll see you in the next video. Mwah.